This is the question asked in today's skillrack daily challenge. So we will be given an integer n as input. So here n is equal to 10. So first our task is to find the binary representation of the given integer. So the binary representation of 10 is 1010. And now our task is to print its third bit from the last as output. So the last bit is 0 and the last second bit is 1 and then the last third bit is 0. So the last third bit is 0. So in our output we have to print 0. So in our output we can see that we are printing 0. Similarly, for the second input, the value of n is equal to 12. So we have to find the binary representation of the integer 12. So the binary representation is 1100. So again we have to print the last third bit. So the last is 0 and then the last second bit is 0 and the last third bit is 1. So in our output also we are printing 1. So we have to fill in the missing lines of code in order to get the correct output. So now let us see the code which is given to us. So first we are creating a new integer variable named n, and then using a scanf statement we are accepting the integer n as input, and using a printf statement we have to print the last third bit of the integer n. So here our task is to fill this 3 blanks in order to make this code print the last third bit of the given integer. So here we have two operators. We have a right shift operator and a AND operator. So this is the right shift, and after that we have the AND operator. So now let us take the given example itself. So let us consider the value of n is equal to 12. So the binary representation of 12 is 1100. So this is the binary representation of 12 and the last third bit is 1. So our expected output for this particular case is 1. So now what we are going to do is we are going to perform the right shift operation and we are going to bring this last third bit to the end. So what we are going to do is we are going to do right shift for 2 times. So after performing right shift for 2 times in this binary value, the value which we get will be 0011. So in the missing lines of the code also we have to fill it. So n and then right shift 2. So when we perform this, the binary representation will be changed like this. From 1100, after performing the right shift for 2 times, it becomes 0011. So after performing the right shift operation for 2 times, what has happened is that the last third bit has now become the last bit. So the last third bit is 1, and after performing the right shift for 2 times, the last third bit has become the last bit. And now our task is only to print the last bit. But for printing the last bit, we have to make use of this AND operation also, because this AND is defaultly given in the question. So using this, we have to print the last bit. So basically what AND operation does is it returns either 0 or 1. So it returns 1 only when both the bits are 1. For all the remaining possibilities 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, it always returns 0. Only when both the bits are 1, this AND returns 1. So here in the missing blank we have to fill it with 1. So what happens is this AND operation will take the last bit from n right shift 2 and it will perform AND operation with 1. So what we need is just to print the last bit. If the last bit is 0, we have to print 0. If the last bit is 1, we have to print 1. So when we are going to do AND operation with 1, we will be getting what we want. Because if the last bit is 0 and we perform AND operation with 1, then we will get 0 as the output. So that is what we want. And similarly, if the last bit is 1, when we perform AND operation with 1, we will get 1. So we have to perform AND operation with 1 in order to get the correct output. So this is how we can fill in the missing lines of code in order to make this program execute successfully. So this is the logic to solve today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.